Hello, thank you for stopping by to listen to this video. I'm going to ask you 3 simple questions. Number 1, do you want to leave a legacy for the future generations of your, say, generation after generations? Question number 2, do you want to save taxes year after year, generation after generation? And the third question, do you want to know about the secret of the rich? Thank you for coming here. So few people have ever heard of the Spendthrift Trust. The Spendthrift Trust is in the IRS Tax Code 643B, like Bravo, and it comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, that famous king who chopped off his wives' heads, started the Church of England so he could divorce them. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went further back to the Magna Carta and said, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It is contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England, and the law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023. For 3.5 centuries, they've been saving taxes. So, our current tax code that we now are held through the IRS went into effect February of 1913, and the super uber rich families of that time, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, why can't we save taxes? My personal story, so you know this, I became a real estate investor late 2018 after my mom got sick. My mom got septic of the blood. She was on the ventilator for 13 months and in the hospital 15 months. Thank God she got better and came home. But I started real estate investing in 2019, still working full-time as a Medicare broker. I wholesaled 7 properties nationwide. Woohoo! Sally was a rock star. I paid off all my debt, $184,000, and I was on cloud 9. Then my CPA called me. That's never good when your CPA calls you and says, we need to talk. I drove out to Scottsdale, Arizona to have a conversation with him, and I had saved $50,000 for capital gains. I knew there was capital gains involved. What I didn't count on is my personal tax bracket went from 22% up to 24%, and instead of saving $50,000 for capital gains, I should have saved $79,000 for capital gains. Yikes. I kept it together. I signed paperwork. I got my parking validated. I went down to the parking garage and literally cried for 20 minutes. Then I had to drive home into the sunset. If you know Phoenix, Scottsdale's east of Phoenix, and tears still running down my face. What I ended up doing was taking a HELOC out of my house to pay off my bill, and I'm like, this defeats the purpose. I paid off my house to be debt-free, and now I have to take a HELOC out to pay for my taxes? There has to be a better way. I remember I read a story about the Rockefellers Trust. It's called The Office. It's 7 generations old, and almost 400 people are under the same EIN, or Employee Identification Number. Well, if the Rockefellers can save taxes, why can't Sally Gibbons save taxes? I went researching for the Spendthrift Trust, and in September of 2000, I started both my business trust and my beneficial trust. And I'm not trying to crow, but in the past 3.5 years, I've saved 6 figures in taxes. Yay, Sally. Now I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors how they too can save taxes year after year, generation after generation. Now I know what you're thinking. Why haven't I heard of this? There are over 1 million attorneys in the United States, and only 4% are trust attorneys. The 97% of all trusts sold every year are what my mom and dad had, and what Susie Orman talks about on PBS television, the family trust. It's usually about $1,000, and it avoids going through probate, and then it dissolves. This is not your mom and dad's trust. The Spendthrift Trust, the full name for it, so you have it, is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. Irrevocable, it goes from generation to generation. Complex, it can hold money day to day, week to week, year to year, decade to decade, century to century. And irrevocable, complex, discretionary. Whoever the trustees are, they make the rules for the beneficiaries. There's no contesting the will in court or anything like that. Non-grantor, this is not a speed bump. Someone who is not going to be a beneficiary, they will sign up to be the settler for the trust, and they will be the trustee for less than 5 minutes and then sign themselves away. You will need their social security number. If you can't find someone to do that, either I can be this person or somebody else at the law firm. This is not a speed bump. And then the final element, the spendthrift. This has gone in front of the United States Supreme Court on 2 separate occasions. Both times the Supreme Court has honored the Spendthrift Trust. This can't be any more legal than this. If you set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, I will take you out to NerdWallet, nerdwallet.com, which is a free website. I will show you the tax code. I will show you how much we could save you. I will send you 3 articles from Forbes magazine. I will send you the 2 pages of case law that you can research this on. So let's get into this. The Benson Financial Trust was written by Paul Benson, a Harvard law professor, 76 years ago. He wrote 5 different trusts. The Business Trust for U.S. business owners and 1099 income earners. The Beneficial Trust for all U.S. investors. The Senior Trust for anyone who's over 65 and making too much money, more than $91,000. This affects their Part B of Medicare. The Charitable Trust for any 501c3 company. And then finally, the Mineral Trust, if you have oil rights, shale rights, or coal rights. Most of the people I deal with are either the Business Trust or the Beneficial Trust. So let's get into this. The Business Trust is for all U.S. business owners and 1099 income earners. You will legally save at least 90% on your federal income taxes, and in 43 states no longer pay state income taxes. An example I like to give you is my local pizzeria. I love their food, but I can't go in there because they keep giving me free food. But it's a mom and pop shop. They have 2 locations, making about $15,000 a year. So for a full year, making $180,000. They are going to save in both state and federal taxes over $34,000. This is their money. They can pay off their mortgage. They can buy a new car. They can save for retirement. They can go on a family vacation. They can give to charity. Well, what they did was they opened up a 3rd location, so they're making even more money and saving more money. The more money you make, the more you save in taxes. Another example, I have a husband and wife who have an auto body shop in New Jersey. Their grown children want nothing to do with the auto body shop. We're going to save them over $37,000 a year in both federal and state income taxes. And what he's doing is he's gone to the high school and asked for anyone who wants to learn how to be an auto mechanic. He'll give them a scholarship because he's got too much business and he needs more help. That's the Business Trust. Again, you're going to save at least 90% on your federal taxes. In 2022 and 2023, I saved 92% on my federal taxes and paid only 8%. I did not pay any North Carolina taxes, an amazing thing. Now, with the Beneficial Trust, this is for all U.S. investors. I don't care what you're doing, you're going to be saving the following taxes. You will no longer be paying capital gains, short-term or long-term, on any profits. You'll no longer pay interest income taxes if you're a passive investor. So if you're doing forex, it's capital gains and interest income. If you're doing creative financing, seller financing, I have notes, that's interest income. You'll no longer pay dividend income taxes. That's if you're in the stock market, doing options trading, doing the dividend trading, commodities trading, or anything else. You'll no longer pay rental income taxes if you're a real estate investor. Yes, you can take depreciation. Yes, you can take cost averaging, but you're going to keep your information private and you'll pay no judgments if you get sued. It can save you thousands of dollars. And then finally, you're going to save royalty and taxes. If you would like to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, please, the thunderstorm's coming through. Please set up a 30-minute tax with me because I want to teach as many people how they too can save taxes. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to get off the phone because lightning's happening. I don't know if cell phones will still do that. But again, my new free course is at The Great Discovery. If you go to www.sallygimon, SALLYGIM like Mary, ON like Nancy.com, you'll find out the free course and a chart of someone making $80,000 filing single, how much they'll save. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. And stay out of the thunderstorm. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a beautiful day. And stay out of the thunderstorm. Take care. Bye-bye.